All right, let's
Okay.
move on to the next topic. And this is the gamblification of Uber and Lyft when it comes to algorithms, saying that the house always wins. So this is an interesting article that came out that Sergio had with Vina. So if you want to get through this and talk about that, then.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so Vina Dubal is a dear friend, and she's the country's, and I'm not going to overstate that, country's leading labor law, labor law, she's a professor at two
Expert.
colleges, is expert, yeah. So she's at Hastings University and Stanford. She truly is the country's leading labor law expert. So we're going to try to have her on, how to get her out of her busy schedule, because this article must be read. I'm not talking just rideshare drivers now, by every gig worker from head to toe. Okay, from top to bottom. If you're doing Spark, if you're doing Doordash, if you're doing whatever gig work you choose to do, you have to read this article. Okay, and
Mhm.
it's not about being negative, it's about waking you up. Okay, and she came up with this word. I used to, we always use the word gamification, right? And she came up with this word gamblification, which I told her I'm going to steal going forward, because I think it is so well done, so accurate, that, and it talks about a driver, Domingo, that he was on his 96th trip, and then on the next one, he would have gotten $100 quest bonus. And we know how these apps ghost you, and we know how these apps throttle you. We know how they'll send you to Timbuktu where there are no more trips, right? Now, this this cannot be a coincidence. It's been going on. I've been personally experiencing this in rideshare and delivery. When your acceptance rate goes to a certain area, they will throttle you. Or in this case, if you're about to finish a quest, we know what happens. I mean, this article goes into many, 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 many different things. How gig work has become basically bells and whistles on your cell phone with colors. It's just like Vegas.
Mhm.
It's nothing more than that. Like, you walk into a Vegas casino, Chris, all you hear is slot machines going off, dollars falling all over the place, all the sounds and the colors and everything else. And it's exactly what Vina is talking about in this article. Please go read this article. It's a little bit of a long read, but it's worth your 10 minutes of your life, because once you read that, look, I'm not telling you this is going to stop you from doing rideshare or delivery. What this is going to do is it's going to open your eyes, because yeah, there are a lot of facts in here that most drivers are not even aware of. And I think this just nips it in the bud, all those arguments that, oh yeah, Uber doesn't do that, Lyft doesn't do that, DoorDash doesn't do that. No, they do it. They do it, and they build it, and they have tons of PhDs working at these companies, from psychiatrists to psychologists. The endorphin release that you receive in your head when you get a ping, they all measure these things and plan all the algos and colors on the app accordingly. They're basically playing with you, so you're in a casino when it comes to gig work these days. It wasn't like that when it first started. It was pretty simple, but the opaqueness of the she talks about the opaqueness of the algorithms, especially since upfront fares showed up, because nobody
Mhm.
understands why a trip costs why, when a minute later it costs something else. Yeah, we're gonna try to have her on if I can get her away from her classes for about half hour, hopefully, and it will be an amazing, amazing conversation that we can talk about this article. But before then, please go hit it up and read this article. It's an amazing, amazing article. So
Yeah, I read this. There's two things that I do want to read from this. And it says on this second side, it's talking about the tied to algorithmic labor management. Under these new remuneration schemes, workers are paid different wages calculated using opaque and ever-changing formulas reflecting individual driver location, behavior, demand, supply, and other factors for broadly similar work. And the thing is, this is what we're about to show you coming up in our next segment is the
yeah,
two drivers that were literally sitting on the couch next to each other. And we can't hear what they were saying, but it's screen recordings of both of their phones that are linked up And it shows you the discrepancies and differences between surge pricing, between the different rides that are coming in that they're both being offered. And it's also painting light too on, how trip radar and offers are being sent out and how they're actually overlapping. So we're going to be going over that in just a moment. But yeah, this is kind of like the intro into that, because Vina is a expert, as Sergio had said, when it came to this, talking about this. So the name of the article too is "The House Always Wins: The Algorithmic Gamblification of Work." And then in the second, let's go to the next page on this, and it says, as a labor management practice, algorithmic, I can't speak right now. Wage discrimination allows firms to personalize and differentiate wages for workers in ways unknown to them, paying them to behave in ways that the firm desires, perhaps for as little as the system determines that they may be willing to accept.
Boom.
So
That hits the nail on the head.
yeah. So what basically that means is, they said we're going to price rides accordingly. They just didn't say that they were going to price rides accordingly to everybody all at a level playing field. Everybody's going to be different. You're going to find out exactly how much you are going to make based on the accepted or denied factors that you have during ride offers. So they're like, oh, well, it's going to take a couple of months to figure out, because they need to know what you'd accept and what you deny based on, a couple of different calculations. So they're going to have to put a bunch of rides in front of you in order to figure that out.
Yeah. So I'll read the second paragraph and we'll leave it at that. And we're going to hopefully have her on, and it'll be an amazing conversation, as I said. So she says, in addition to being rife with mistakes that are difficult or impossible for workers to ascertain and correct, algorithmic wage discrimination, which is something happening in many industries. This is not in gig economy, by the way. This is happening with Amazon. This is happening with a whole bunch of companies now. And they're all going to this algorithmic pricing, right? I mean, that's the only way they can squeeze blood out of the rock. Algorithmic wage discrimination creates a labor market in which people who are doing the same work with the same skill for the same company at the same time may receive different hourly pay. Now, what we're going to show you coming up in a minute, if that doesn't prove that, then I don't know what does. So moreover, this personalized wage is determined through an obscure, complex system that makes it nearly impossible for workers to understand. Meaning, do not think that you are absolutely or anywhere near cracking the code of the algorithm. You're not doing any such thing. You think you are. You're you're in your brain, you go, oh yeah, I figured this thing out. No, you haven't figured anything out. So my thing to you guys is, please go read this. A lot of people, by the way, asking for the link of the article. Please Google Vina Dubal and Google House Always Wins, and you guys will get it. It's an amazing article. Please go read it.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.